Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today guys, we are working on the other red Fiat 500 that we've got going on. I have now found a wing in colour for this car. So yeah, we need to get on that today. And then, have a really good push because we need to get this to the body and paint shop because of that door and that seal. I am going to do a little bit on that today, if I can. But I want to put that wing on, line it all back up, put all the front end back on, just sort of, get all that sorted out. So, yeah, the other thing as well, I'm not happy with the way those seats were cleaned. They need to be done again. Even though I pulled a lot of dirt out of them seats, they still need a clean. So, yeah, I'll show you that. We've got to do that, guys. But I want to crack on with the wing in the front end and get all that lined up, put the headlight back in place, and get all that sorted. So, yeah, I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. Let's get this wing lined up first, and then we'll move on from there. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys, so the wing is on, but as you can see, I think it's a shade off, I've got to be honest. So, it's very difficult to show you, like, on that bit there, it don't look too bad, but what I'm going to have to do is take it outside in the sunlight and really have a look at this. But he's got to paint this door, so why don't I just get him to paint it right through and get it sort of, get it all done, you know what I mean, all painted right across, and then there should be no issues then. Like this here, you can see it's a very, and this is kind of the same. So if I show you, I'm trying to show you, that actually looks all right, but I don't know what it is. I'm gonna take it outside and have a look at this because I think it's a shade off. Yeah, I think it is. So I'm gonna get him to paint it right across, right through from the door to the wing, and then I want to get this bumper on as well so we can check that to see what that's like. Yeah, we've got to check the bumper as well now. So, and the headlight's done. We've got to make sure the headlight's working, all the bulbs are working, everything works as it should, because obviously we've still got to get it through MOT. But yeah, we are definitely moving in the right direction. Let me set you up. Let's keep going. Let's get the bumper on now. Let's see what that's like, and yeah, we can assess it after that. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys. So that's the bumper on. This red on these cars are just so hard to match, aren't they, sometimes? But looking at this side, do you know what? It don't look that bad. Like compared, like the bonnet to the wing, it's a very slight shade off there, a bit darker this one. But then if you go to the back, it's exactly the same. This is darker than this, you can tell, because obviously it always happens when it's plastic bumpers, metal paintwork. It reacts and lays different, and it's really strange, isn't it, the way it does that? But you know, we've come across this time and time again. But yeah, this is very slightly darker than this. So definitely got to get the door done. Definitely got to get this wing done as well. We'll just blow it in. But I think the bonnet, yeah, I think the bumper and the bonnet is pretty good. It's slightly different. But I think it's a case of it's because it's plastic, and it's gonna be slightly different, like the back, you know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably just really clean this car up as it is, and then we'll have a look at the colour outside and see what it's like. But I don't think we have to repaint that bumper, but we do have to repaint the wing. It's very slightly different in shade. So yeah, you can tell there, like, obviously look at the door's the original colour, and then bonnet, and then bumper. It's just they're just all three are slightly different, a little bit darker compared to the wing. Can you see that? So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Right. So anyway, this is due to go to the paint shop on Thursday. So I just want to get to a point where we can then leave it and take it there Thursday morning, and then you can get on with the painting. But really what I want to do is trying to get this, if I can, over to the MOT centre before I take it to the paint shop. So we might be able to do that, but we might not. But I would like to get it over to the MOT centre. Might have to do it after the paint shop. I'm not sure. But if he's got it on Thursday, he's going to probably do it Thursday. Hopefully back Friday. Hopefully. MOT. Clean it up. Finish it off. And then we're done. But yeah, it really does depend how quick it can get it done, really. So let's move on to the next bit. The next bit is going to be, we need to carry on with this little bit of bodywork on the door and the sill. I want to get that out as much as I can. Keep working at that. Keep pulling it out. Keep having, you know what I mean, have a good go with it. Because obviously the more I do, the less there's going to be filler. And that's what it's all about, isn't it, really, guys? The least amount of filler, the better, is in my eyes, I believe. So let's get it down off the ramps. Let's put it over there in the middle. Get it on axle stands so I can get the actual angle. And yeah, carry on. So let's do this. Right, okay guys, I want to quickly show you a little bit closer what's going on. It is really coming out now. Definitely getting there. And what I'm doing, I'm using this level from back in the building days. I keep all my tools. So I'm using this level to get a guide to see like how much needs to come out, and it's not that bad. Like that's, I don't know if you can see that, but that's got to go in there. That's pulled out too much. I've got to push that in to get a good line going through. But slowly, by doing this, I'm getting a gauge to sort of how far to pull it out, and it's come out a lot. So the more I can pull it out, the less filler he's going to use, and that's obviously the aim here is to try and sort of minimise the filler. So yeah, all I want really is a nice little quick skim, and you know, I don't want it big and thick and bulky in there. It's just yeah, it's just crazy. Can't do that. So, but it's definitely coming out, and I'm really happy with it so far. But I'm not finished, so we've got to crack on, keep going, and let's get this further out. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, there we go. That's really all I'm going to do with this. I might rub it down a little bit just to sort of flatten it off a little bit for him. But I'm not going to do any more. I spoke to him, and told him what I was doing. And he said, yeah, if you want to, he said, look, he said, I'll do it all if you want. I said, yeah, I know, but because he watches me on the channel as well. He watches what I do. So he knows what cars are coming up. He knows, you know, what colours or whatever. But basically what I'm saying is that I always like to try and give it a go. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it like that, flat it off a little bit. That's it. I'll let him do the rest. He can, you know, put some dolphin glaze over the areas if he wants, or whatever he wants to do. Bit more filler. But I think that's it for how far I'm going to take it. I did have to change the daytime running light bulb because that was out, but that now works. Here, this one was out. So, but that's just part of the service and part of the MOT checks and bits and pieces with this car. So yeah, wheels back on, all done up. So now I want to turn my attention to getting, I need to get this fuel cap off, because that's what's got to go to the paint shop to be matched. So as you can see, like even in this shade, you can see that this is darker than this. Can you see that? You know, believe it or not, it's probably the same paint, but it's just the way it sits and lays on bumpers. It actually looks worse on camera than it does in real life. It really does. But this is what I need to take off to get them to match the colour. Not just because the actual colour for this is 111/A. That's the colour code. But I want them to match the shade of that red. So I'm taking that off so that we can get some paint to go down that side, door, wing, and then he's going to blow it in to the bumper and the bonnet. So yeah, that's what we've got to do next. So let's get set up. Let's get that done. Let's get that off. I think I've showed you before, haven't I? But basically, you have to take off. You have to jack the car up, take the wheel off, take the wheel arch liner. That's got to come out. And then there's 2 bolts or 3 bolts on the back, right underneath, to get this piece off here. And this comes with it. So let's crack on and do that, guys. And then we've got the piece then to go to the paint shop. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's do this. Right, okay, so there we go. It's off. This will go to the paint shop now, so we can get the right colour and shade mixed up, because they put a machine on that part. They just put a little machine like that, and the machine, yeah, gets the actual shade, not just the colour, the shade as well, gets it spot on. So we'll get a bit of paint for the other side, and then it can go to the paint shop tomorrow. But yeah, it was just, look at the mud that was underneath that. God, there, look. I haven't cleaned this car yet. So I suppose once I cleaned it with the outside and with the jetter, it would have just sort of jetted it all off and cleaned it off anyway. But I couldn't even see where the bolts were or the fixings or anything. It was just covered in mud. So that's why I had to scrape it off a little bit so I can see where it was. But yeah, we got it off. That's that done. I think now really is bear with me, guys. I'm going to run to the paint shop quickly, get some paint for this, and then we'll come back and then just see how far we can get today. But, you know, so far, so good. I think we can still reach tomorrow's target of getting this ready for the paint shop. So bear with me, and I'll see you soon. Right, okay, guys, I am back from the paint shop. Yeah, this is what we have. Half a litre in there, base coat. So that should do it, because what he does is he mixes that 50-50 with the paint thinners, not the cleaner, the thinners product. I think I've got some actually. I don't know where that's gone. Is it over this one? I think it's that one. This is what you mix it with, this one here, the thinners. 4310 paint thinners. So that's what he'll do. He'll mix that up anyway. I won't bother messing around with that. He can mix it up, but it is exactly the right code, colour code, and shade as well. So yeah, done. Right, so that can go tomorrow with the car. So let's get it all back together, especially all this bit here. Let's sort all this out. And then just carry on for the moment. Let's just see what we can get done. So I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. Let's put all this back together. And then, yeah, continue. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, we are back on the floor. Everything's back together. So apart from a clean, really, and I only want to clean it is because of this side here, because he's going to be painting this. So I want to make sure this is really nice and clean for him. And once I've done that, then it's ready to go to the paint shop and he can have it tomorrow. And then we should be able to get this back by Friday, and then MOT, hopefully, fingers crossed, Friday. If not, it might jump over to next week. But yeah, they really want to pick this car up Saturday morning. So I will really hope I can get this done for them. It is going to be a bit of a push, but let's just see how it goes. They did say, you know, even though they want it now, it takes as long as it takes. They don't want me to rush it. They don't want me to sort of, you know, skip any corners, cut any corners, anything like that at all, which I don't anyway. You know, I go I go a bit mad and a bit crazy putting these back together, but I think it's worth it and they know that. So let's just see what happens. But we are at a point now where we can get this to the paint shop. So that is going to be the end of today's video. This is episode 4, I believe. So we are going through it now in a minute, but, you know, it is definitely looking much better, especially with that front end on. We've got the paint now, so that can go to the paint shop with the car. So that's good. But yeah, and obviously, you know, inside, I'm still not happy with the seats. I told you this. Still not happy with the seats, so we're going to give that a good going over when it comes back from the paint shop. But the thing is that I'm just a little bit reluctant to do any more cleaning on this car on the inside, because you know what it's like when you go to the paint shop or body shop and it comes back, especially paint shop. It's just so dusty. They can't help it, I know, but I just feel like if I do it now, it's going to come back and it's going to be dust and filth and powder. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, because we've seen it before. But let's just leave it like that. And then when it comes back, we'll jump straight on it and get it cleaned up for them. So, yeah, that is going to be the end of today's video. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching me on the progress of this one, because the new owner is definitely enjoying it. Because, yeah, they keep telling me. But it's nice because they can see the progress and they can use these videos to resell the car once they've used it and want to sell it on, so they can use these videos, which is what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So, guys, don't forget to drop me a comment if you've got anything to say. I really appreciate all the support. Don't forget to let me know how I'm doing. And I'm sure there's going to be people out there that would do it differently. I don't know, but it's definitely got to go to the paint shop because of this wing. You can definitely see it, obviously, shade difference with these 3 points here to this wing. But, it is what it is. And we'll get it painted with the door and the seal, get it all painted, clean it all up, ready for them. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.